Hello and welcome or welcome back to a new video. In this video, I show you around the island of Koh Samui and I hope you enjoy. We arrived around 7 o'clock in the morning at Koh Samui, and then we decided to walk a bit and look at the big Buddha temple, which was really nice because there was nobody there because we went there so early. Since we had more time before our checkout time, we decided to go to an elephant rescue center and have a tour there. So first you learn how to make elephant snacks made out of sweet rice and banana. And then we slowly get to know the elephants. So first behind the fence, you could feed them. And then afterwards we also went inside. And if you want to see elephants in Thailand, I would highly recommend to go to a rescue center like this and not support any places where you can ride the elephants and in general where you can just see that the elephants are not treated well. At this rescue center, there were only female elephants, and it was really fun to give them the watermelons. But sometimes they were picky eaters, and they decided, oh, this one I don't like. I just want to pick cat fruits, or I don't know, maybe there was too much rind on it. And then when there were no watermelons left, she decided that she still wanted to have more and was very curious to check everybody out. And in the tour included was also a transfer back to the hotel. So with an open pickup truck, we arrived at our hotel. And in contrast to Bangkok, we chose a laid-back resort a little bit away from the rustle and bustle with just beautiful pool and beachfront. So when we first arrive at the hotel, we always have to check out the area, and then we just decided to soak in some more sun. And later that day, we had a beautiful sunset at the beach. In general, in all the islands, finding good food was always easy, and I just love mango sticky rice. And then the next day, we chose a half trip to the Pig Island, and of course, we were first greeted with a cat. This was actually the first time of snorkeling for my boyfriend, so we saw, before we stopped at the island, some fishes, which was really nice. And then we arrived at the Pig Island and were already greeted by lots and lots of pigs. I have to say, please be aware, this is a very touristy attraction, but still I found it very nice. And the male pigs, they really enjoyed the belly rub. So as you can see here, if you coax them, they just lay down and want you to snuggle them. I think it was really, really sweet. And when we walked around a bit in the island, we also found some baby piglets, which are super cute, and they were just tiny and still are already very curious and wanted to boop you with their snout, and that was really, really sweet. at night we had a nice little surprise because suddenly the cat of the resort decided to join us. And then the next day we rented a motorbike and went to the waterfalls. But I have to say, even though the nature was very beautiful, there was hardly any water during the dry season. We still enjoyed the small little hikes and went looking for some animals. For example, in this clip, maybe you can spot the spider. And going around the island like this is just super convenient, easy and cheap. You just have to be careful. And the next stop was the secret Buddha garden, which was not a real temple, but one person decided to build all these statues in the middle of the forest. It was just a very peaceful atmosphere and very beautiful to look at. Then we went our way to the Anthong National Park by boat, which was also really nice. And we first wanted to get to the viewpoint, and we decided to do the 30-minute hike, which was really worth it with the view. But I have to say, in this heat, you were also sweating a lot, and it was quite exhausting, but still. We just drank a lot of water and took our time. After some lunch at the boat, we head to our next stop, which was the Blue Lagoon, which included another little hike, this time mostly with stairs. And it was really, really beautiful. The water was just amazingly turquoise, and we decided to go as close to the lake as possible because you actually cannot go inside there. But the additional steps were definitely worth it because you could see straight lots of fishes swimming around. Then we drove back again to the island of Koh Samui, and I have to say the boat is really relaxing and enjoyable, so I had a nice little sleep. And of course, I think you know it by now, if there's a cat, you have to stop and get in some snuggles. Thank you for watching and stay tuned which island we visit in the next video.